All right, welcome back again. Let's get back into it. These are the second 10 outside zone runs. And again, I didn't want to make that first video extra long, so that's why I broke it up. But we're going to go ahead and dive right into this one. So welcome back. Again, we're talking about Derrick Henry. And this is like a combination video. It's offensive line plus Derrick Henry. So we're just kind of putting it together, but it's mainly the outside zone runs. Well, it's all outside zone runs. And wondering why it took us so long to just say, hey, this is our bread and butter. This is our jab. And let's throw it a lot and see what happens. I love that when they started doing that little at the last minute, so you can't get like a real vibe on where the run is going. Because when he shifts back like this, he can go left or right. But when he on the hip, for the most part, the play is probably going to go left. So even though this play still went left, Kolar's good. Noteboom's checking. Going to the linebacker. But again, Vorhees heads on the wrong side. If we going this way, work your head on this side. Because now he got gap control if you just leave your head there. He's still playing his gap. Still playing his gap. Now Faalele seems to be good right here. Linderbaum needs to come on. And Rose got to get across. Now again, there's no backside thing that we talked about toward the end of that first video. And look at the end. He don't even care about Cooper Rush booting out. That's one of the differences. See? He don't even care about it. Even though you got this guy coming in right here. If this is Lamar or Snoop or you got like somebody coming underneath like a tight end or something, like Isaiah Likely was and Zay once in the first video, he got a hole. But because there's nobody out there, he ain't got a hole, so he can just scream down the line. And if Derrick got to stop his feet, he's probably going to make the tackle. And Derrick had to stop his feet because of Vorhees holding. And he right down the line. Verse knifes in front of Rosengarten, I'm sorry. Rosengarten, Rose. I still screw that man's name up. Sorry. Rosengarten. Double R. Bad run. And not because of nothing Derrick Henry did. Two individual efforts. And schematically. I got two tights. Pistol formation. Now, let's look at Linderbaum real quick. Initially, Linderbaum's losing. Look how he fights to try to get to the midpoint. And that fight to try to get to the midpoint is what allows Derrick Henry to stick his foot in the ground and get something positive out of it. We have other linemen that'll lose initially and won't keep fighting. They'll just go do other stuff or just do nothing. I think this is where that wrestling background kicks in for Linderbaum. Faalele, that's terrible help. Terrible help. He gets nothing on this guy. Luckily, Rose got enough foot speed to get around him. But Faalele gets nothing on this guy. But he is trying to climb. I give him that. But look at the climb. Completely whiffs on the backer. Completely whiffs on the backer. Noteboom's doing his job. Vorhees with a good one. Vorhees finally gets a good one. Driving him out of there. But 77, man. Come on, dog. They can't keep seeing this and just saying this is okay. I don't understand how they doing that. All right, OZ left. I mean right, I'm sorry. This looks like everybody 3 tight ends. Rosengarten head on the wrong side. So Rose loses the point of attack. Faalele stumbling over his feet. Linderbaum losing the point of attack. Likely and Kolar got the edge person. Got edge control. Kolar goes up to the safety, but because of the cutback, the safety has the leverage on him. Noteboom, great job getting his head on the other side. Vorhees, great job getting up to second level. Front side, terrible. Backside, okay. And because the backside is okay, you get some kind of positive yards out of it. This front side over here was horrible. But because the backside did their job, and you got a guy that understands outside zone, has great vision, understands what the block is supposed to look like, cuts it back, just that one little side step right there, positive yards. Because these two guys did their job on the backside, and that's Vorhees and Noteboom. And again, let's look at the back. Let's see if Jared Verse, what they do with Jared Verse. Try to cut him off with Mark. That piss poor effort by 8 or 9. Piss poor effort by 8 or 9. Piss poor effort by 8 or 9. Three tights again. Now on Mark on this one, it's tough. This is a tough block for Mark. Similar to last week. Guys already inside leverage and slanting. That's a tough block for Mark. That's tough. I can't even front. Not going, you know what I'm saying? That's tough on Mark. He's standing up with a running start and he already got inside leverage. That's tough. So at this point, instead of just grabbing it, Mark should just turn out and block this dude, because that's all he can do is hold, which will make a negative play. But he should know the run's going away, so turn back. And this case, see, this is holding. And that's the only way he was able to get back in front of him. They just missed it. That's a terrible effort. But I'm sorry, I'll take that back. I didn't mean to say that. That's not a terrible effort. That's schematically, that's tough for him to do. On his top side, good double team with Noteboom and Kolar. Noteboom and Kolar, sorry. Noteboom and Kolar. Okay, Likely, that's a lot better. Did some soft stuff earlier, that's a lot better. Look at Likely hands. Hands inside. Hands inside. Now he loses right here. But initially, hands inside and he don't go backwards. Hands inside. Good double team with Linderbaum and Vorhees. That looks good up in there. Then Vorhees climbs to second level. That looks good in there. Faalele, what you doing, Faalele? On the midpoint, you got to keep your balance, man. You just so clumsy. You got to keep your balance. You're on the ground too much. Too much. Not bad though. Not bad. Not bad across the board. Overall, but that's tough block on Mark. And Faalele got to keep the balance. I don't know what Rosengarten is doing. I'm sorry. I have no idea what Rosengarten is doing. No clue. Why is Rosengarten looking back at Cooper Rush? Maybe he's looking at Jared. I don't know what. I'm confused. All right, 3 tight ends again. All right, now this is not outside zone, but he bounces it outside. If I'm not mistaken, this might be duo. But because he ran it outside the tackle, it kind of fell in the box with an outside the tackle run. If I'm not mistaken, this is duo. I don't think this is not outside zone. This is duo. But this is the result you want. You block everybody down, crack the safeties, lead the cornerback to make the tackle. So we'll take that from Noteboom. Kolar likely got that edge. Zay getting a block on the edge. Good read by 22. I was saying, Give this man opportunities, man. Good read. Good read by 22. And he still got the speed to try to get the edge. Probably should have gave 14, just one of them patented Derrick Henry stiff arms. And picked him up and choke slammed him to the end zone. That's what he should have did. This right here, this was a cluster, you know what. This is the fourth down, but we didn't get stuff. This is a cluster, you know what. So even though this ain't outside zone, this is some kind of trap. You got Vorhees pulling around. Look at Faalele. Head down, touches nothing. Head down, touches nothing. Rosengarten. Whiff. Mark can't get to his guy because of the whiff on Rosengarten. Kolar cuts off the back end. Corey Bullock. Oh, Corey Bullock is doing something. Bullock on something right there. Look, all right. Look at Corey Bullock. Let me see if I can make this bigger. All right, this is Corey Bullock. Right there. Look at his hands are initially outside. Look at him take that hand right here and replace it and get it inside. And he started to get movement on that guy. Now, his outside hand right here is still, this left hand is still outside, but you see that right hand outside. I mean, replacing to get it inside, so now I can get better leverage. Little things. Like when two people block the same person, they got a +1. So we got Vorhees and Mitchell Palin blocking verse. They got 53 right there ready to make the tackle. And with them, both of them blocking verse, he still kept his outside arm free for outside contain. This is sad. And this was fourth and goal. That was 4th and goal. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. This is 3rd quarter. Not bad. He's got to get his head on. I don't, bruh. Get your head on the other side of that man. Jeez. Faalele and Linderbaum working together well. Rosengarten turns up. Especially after Kolar takes care of 10. So that's good by Rose. Come on, Faalele. He right. What are you looking at? He right on your left shoulder. What is he looking at, man? What? He don't feel that man on his shoulder? Oh my goodness.
Dumb, stupid, dumb, stupid, dumb.
This is ludicrous. You don't feel that man on your shoulder? But still, despite all that, we got positive yards because of Derrick Henry. We getting yards in spite of, not because of. Great effort by Lindy to get across that. Great effort by Linderbaum's going to reach 95. 95 is right here in a 2-eye with Faalele. Linderbaum's going to reach him. This is an amazing effort by Linderbaum. That's an amazing effort by Linderbaum to reach him. That is freaking awesome. Okay, you got Faalele and Rose on verse. Likely on 8. Come on, Likely. Come on, Likely. Come on, Likely. Come. The effort, man. Blocking is want to. His hands are inside, but you got to finish. You got to finish. Where are you going? I'm not gonna say what I just thought. All right, but now we're in the fourth quarter. Snoop's in. See the difference now? See the difference? Because you got Snoop in and you got Likely. Number 3 and whoever the defensive end is 0. They got a hole. You can't just run down there now. And now it makes the blocking easier. Then we got a hat on the hat. Even though Vorhees kind of getting out leveraged, but we got a hat on the hat. Got a hat on the hat. We win the numbers right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I put it over here? See my mouse? No, don't see my mouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 purple jerseys versus their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white jerseys. Just by having an athletic guy out there. And now they can't just crash down on the run. Because you got to respect Likely coming across. And you also got to respect Snoop having the ball in his hand. We got to have him on the head. And if Vorhees don't get out leverage, we got a decent run right here. And you still got a decent run. Look at the cut by Derrick Henry. That's crazy. Look at the cut. Look at the cut. And because you got a hat on the hat, you get positive out of it. Come on, man. Your personnel. Play to your personnel. Play to your personnel. Like when they had Cooper Rush in the game, somebody should have been coming backside every time they ran outside zone to hold them ends. Now that you got Snoop in there, you ain't got to do that because he can hold the end himself. See, look, you got Zay coming across, that holds the end, and you got the threat of Snoop that holds it as well. Now up front, I don't know what 77 is doing. No clue. What the freak is this? What is this? How do they continue to let this stay in the game? How? But despite him not touching nobody, still got some yards out of it. Because of Derrick. Because of Linderbaum. Noteboom with a good block on the backside. Vorhees climbed the second level. And you got the effort of Derrick Henry. And the fact that Verse has to check Zay. And he has to make sure Snoop has his ball off first. Because even 56, like the linebacker back here, even he looking at he looking to see where the ball is. He checking for it. So he can't get in on the play because he got to make sure this ball don't come out the backside. But hey, that's the second 10, man. Derrick Henry, awesome job. Offensive line, not a lot of consistency. Not a lot of consistency up there, and it's gonna be this the bye week, and we still run them same 5. I don't understand how they can. The people behind these guys have to be trash for them to keep putting them out there. And like I said in the first video, as much as I bash Faalele, I think Vorhees is worse. So like the video, like it, comment, drop your comments below, subscribe if you've not done so, and I hit that bell so we'll get into some of the rest of the nuts and bolts of what's going on with this squad throughout the rest of this bye week and into week 7. So appreciate y'all. Tap that like button and I'll see y'all soon. Peace and love.